go. Squad up, never roll alone. And we gon' ride on forever.
Hey guys, this is Swag from RHA QOTD Army, and I'm back with the 10 mil shopping spree. If you look at our team right now, we have some elites, which are Tyler Eifert, Patrick DeMarco, and Domination Von Miller. Those ones, a lot of people already have them already, so I'm going to include them. I'm not going to replace them in here, but as you can see our coin count, we're going to spend 10 mil of this 10.3 mil, and my goal here is to get a 93 overall, but we got to start off well with a John Elway as a quarterback. That's just who I generally like as a quarterback. He's 92 overall with pretty good stats, and you know, I'm not finding him right now because of this, but John Elway should be a good pickup, and let's see, we'll get him for 235k, 230 right there, 230k for our team. I mean, 79 speed, not the worst. For our running back, you know, there's the BC D'Angelo Williams, and I'm thinking about him. Well, we'll see, but it looks to me like we're gonna have to go with him for 700k. I'm under 700. I mean, his boost is the main reason I want him. 700k, not the worst deal for him. So we're going to just bite the bullet, take the D'Angelo Williams here. Now, for receivers, they came out with a new Odell today. Team of the week, 92 overall, Odell Beckham Jr. For 700k, I mean, he's definitely a really rare card, and I think we're going to have to pick him up for 695k here. It's expensive, but I think we're going to have to do it here. So we get Odell for our team. Now, we also need another 2 more receivers. I'm looking at Tim Brown right here. His stats aren't the worst, and I'm pretty sure he's tall. He's so tall. So 295k, we're gonna get Tim Brown here. And for the last receiver, I'm not gonna get anything right now. I'm gonna purchase it later because we might have, depending on how much coins we have at the end, we're going to do that. We're just going to hop over directly to defense. We're going to go to some other of the offensive positions later, but over to defense, Mel Blount is definitely someone I'm interested in. So we're going to pick him up for our team for 275k, which is not a bad deal for him. I mean, I believe he's 6'4" or something crazy like that. He's extremely tall. And then for another cornerback, I'm going to look for Sam Madison. He shouldn't be that bad. I mean, 200k for him. It's pretty good if you look at his stats. We're going to pick up Sam Madison here. So, the last cornerback that we're going to get, that we're probably going to be a cornerback 1, is going to be Willie Brown. I mean, look at those stats. That really should be all I need to say. 400k, we're going to pull the trigger on Willie Brown. And for our secondary, I mean, there are not a lot of 91 pluses, but Larry Wilson, out of these guys, I think is one of the better choices. His stats are not the greatest, but comparing to some of these other guys here, I like his stats. So we're going to pick up Larry Wilson, the 91 overall, Cardinals safety. So for other safeties, we're going to actually drop down in price a little bit, go for the 90 overalls, and we're going to pick up Harrison Smith here for our strong safety spot because of his pursuit, which 97 pursuit is pretty good. And our free safety spot, we're not going to get anyone quite yet. We're going to, again, wait till the end, see how many coins we have for that. And we're just going to go directly to our special teams here. And for a punter, I'm definitely going to get Jordan Berry because he is a really cheap hunter for an 88 overall. And let's see if we can get him for 85k. There's so many up there, I can't just, scroll and buy him. So 90k looks like is what we're going to buy him for, which is fine with me. I mean, I remember when he came out, he used to going for 60k. That was just really good. Not anymore, though. He rose in price for sure. So for a kick returner, I'm either thinking about Tyler Lockett or Wendell Smallwood. And looking through here, Lockett has a good boost, but overall, I think I might have to go with Smallwood. He's cheaper from what it looks like, and actually he might not be cheaper. You know what? I think we might go with... We're going to go with Lockett here just because of his agility boost. It's such a good boost there. And it looks like we're going to be able to get him for under 150k for sure. 140k. I'm going to search this to make sure I don't buy him for overpriced. So 140k, definitely I'm going to get Tyler Lockett. For our kicker, I'm going to definitely get Hauschka here. Hauschka, he's not like the best overall, but he has the +2 kick power, which is why I'm going to get him 350k, +2 kick power, -1 kick accuracy. He's going to boost our special teams a lot, namely our punter and himself. So our last position that we need is punt returner, and I'm going to get Antonio Brown, the 90 overall punt returner here. He should be up for like around 80k. I mean, I don't think he goes for more than that. So 7999. Okay, well, I saw one up for 80, so I'm okay with that. Just one more coin. So yeah, we'll pick up Antonio Brown there. So we have our special teams complete. We have most of our secondary complete, and we'll just update our team right now, see what we have. We still have 5 mil to work with. No, 6 mil to work with, so we have a lot. As you can see, our offense, oopsie. So I forgot to clear my bench of my old team, but we got to get another tight end, and then we got to get our entire offensive line. For our special teams, that's our special teams. Nothing changed there. We have all the special teams. So for defense, let's see. We're gonna still need to get one more safety. We still need our linebackers and our defensive line. So we're gonna focus on our linebackers right here. And I'm gonna look for Lawrence Timmons because of his boost, for 1, and 2, I just like him a lot. But for that price, I don't really like him for that price. So we're going to go for a middle linebacker here. A different one. So Wagner, okay, I guess we're going to have to go with Timmons just because of the fact that he's not Bobby Wagner, but he's a lot cheaper than Wagner. And I'm not going to pay that much for a Wagner. That's way overpriced. So now we're going to need outside linebackers, and at least for a 3-4, since we're running a 4-3 defense, I'm going to get Brian Arakpo because of his play rec boost. Not if he's going for that price, probably not. And we're going to go back to that position later because, again, I don't like the current prices for him. But I'm going to look for Kevin Green here. And he should be a good pickup. Yeah, 200k for Kevin Green. I mean, he's not the best because he's not necessarily a coverage linebacker, but we're still going to pick him up anyway. And for our defensive line, I'm looking to get for sure Aaron Donald, the defensive tackle. He's a stud. But if we're going defensive ends first, we might as well get Jack Youngblood, who, the new legend that came out, yeah, 500k. Look at those stats though. The stats are just insane. And we're going to get the finesse move linebacker Javon Curse, if I can spell his name right, which I can't right now. So we're going to pick him up for 370k. So those are our 2 defensive ends. Now we're going to need defensive tackles, and I'm going to get the stud Aaron Donald for sure. The other defensive end, ooh, can we get a good price? 142k, that's a pretty decent price for Aaron Donald. So for the other defensive end, I'm going to try to find another good defensive end, but it doesn't look like we can find one. So I'm going to go with Gerald McCoy, 89 overall. Hopefully we get him for a decent price. Yeah, the X Factor edition, 250k, not the worst deal at all. So we're going to go update our team again. And let's check this out. So we have our defensive line complete, and we have most of our linebackers complete except for the this one right here, where we're gonna have a boost. We're gonna put a boost in there. So we also need a safety, but we're gonna work on an offensive line now. And then with the remaining money, we're gonna just get the rest of the positions I do not have. So offensive guards, I'm looking for Will Shields, the new legend that came out, 600k. I'm gonna pull the trigger on him. He's the only one up. He has pretty good blocking stats. And I'm gonna get, should I get X Factor Zach Martin? Ooh, let's see. The only one up is for 600k, but I don't really want to spend that much. So, I might settle for 89 Zach Martin, but I'm gonna try to get a better offensive guard if I can, like Raymond Foster, but he's way overpriced right now. So, you know what? I'm gonna probably get a team hero instead, just because they have the boost. So I'm gonna look for Kyle Long here. Hopefully he's up for a good price. 200k, 160, there we go. Finally a decently priced one on the auction house. Now let's look for a good center. So for center, ooh, it's pretty rough here. But looking at these guys, I'm gonna have to go with Nick Mangold for sure. Because honestly, I don't know why all the signature cards are so overpriced, but they really are. I guess because there's not a lot of them up anymore. But we're just gonna go with Nick Mangold, the team hero. And for our O tackles, let's see. Let's check this out. And it looks like we're gonna go with more expensive options here, since we do have a lot of money left to spend still. So we're gonna go with Anthony Munoz and Ryan Clady here. 90 overall pluses here, and we should be able to get them for a decent price. Yeah, Clady for 310k, Munoz for 450k. I don't think that's the best price for Munoz, but can't be that bad. And we're gonna update our team here. So we still need. Why isn't Mangold here? All right, I just have to manually sub these guys in. Really, I have Kyle Long in already. So we're gonna need another tight end, and that's the only position on offense that we still need, as we actually are 94 overall right now. For our defense, we need another linebacker or middle linebacker and a safety, and I believe that's it. So just 2 positions, wide receiver and safety. Well, we still have a lot to spend, so I'm gonna look to get the best players for these positions for sure. So safeties, let's see. Ooh, new Lawyer Malloy. Actually, I'm gonna get this guy. I mean, he's a great strong safety, so I'm gonna pick up Lawyer Malloy. And for wide receiver, we can definitely spend a lot for this position. So we're gonna go with team hero DeAndre Hopkins. And let's see, we can get him for 1.2 mil, which brings us to, we still have to spend 900k. So looking at our team, we still have to buy a linebacker. All right, that's a card. That's a card we still have to buy. Reggie Nelson, get out of here. I don't want to show my team. So we still have to get a middle linebacker. Let's check the linebacker / middle linebacker market and hopefully get someone good for our last position. And it looks like we might get someone like Ryan Kerrigan or Bobby Wagner if there's none others. I really hope there are though, but wow, there aren't. So this is a difficult position, but I think what we might actually do is buy, let's say, like Arakpo. That was who I was originally gonna buy, and then we have 900k, but since we have 900k, we gotta spend 600k of it. I'm probably just gonna buy another position. Let's say we want a better quarterback. We don't, but if we want like a better quarterback, then we can do that. Ooh, 95 overall defense. That's pretty hot. So what we can do is just spend the rest of my money, the 300k that I would get from selling a player anyway, so it wouldn't be going over 10 mil necessarily. So let's just look for a position that we want to upgrade. Honestly, there isn't much though. Looking through here, why does this keep switching to Pouncey instead of Mangold? I don't understand that. I want Mangold in there. So on offense, there isn't really anything, and this keeps switching. I probably shouldn't press the update team button now that I think about it. But actually, you know what? I'm gonna just keep Reggie Nelson in here because it actually makes their defense 95. And that's pretty nice. So looking through here, there isn't really much I want to upgrade, but I am going to... I'll replace Tim Brown, the 90 legend, and I think I will get like Randall Cobb. He seems like a good pickup for us. 440k, because Demaryius Thomas is too much, honestly. So yeah, it looks like we're going to get Randall Cobb, and that will finish off our spending spree. That's not exactly going to be the amount that we're spending, but I think it's close enough, and this should be definitely a good team. I mean, 94 overall, 94 offense, 95 defense, 91 special teams. If you want to look at the full squad, here we are. Here's the offense. But actually, before we end this, I might get a better O-guard, now that I think about it. Nope, never mind. I thought I would, but I'm not going to do that. So, this is our final team. This is our offense, headlined by John Elway, D'Angelo Williams, and team hero master DeAndre Hopkins and Odell. Onto our defense, headlined by our amazing secondary, with Mel Blount, Lawyer Malloy, Larry Wilson, Willie Brown, Sam Madison, and Reggie Nelson in our dime. Our D-line and linebacking core definitely is not bad. And our last but not least, special teams nobody cares about: Stephen Hauschka, Tyler Lockett, Jordan Berry, and Antonio Brown. So, if you like this 10 mils shopping spree, please give it a like, subscribe to RHA if you haven't already, and swag out.